What is up, guys? My name is Kat, but you probably already knew that. Decided to do this video vlog style instead of trying to do like an image overlay or just talking about it over a gameplay or something, because it kinda wouldn't really get the point across. But the kind people at Scuf Gaming sent me my own controller, and I want to show you guys. Check this out. Isn't that pretty sweet? Check out those little airbrush skulls on there. That is pretty awesome, huh? Blacked out buttons. Yeah, that one's mine. Anyway, so I'm doing this video to kind of promote the controllers and, you know, tell you a little bit more about them and, you know, help you decide if you might want to go get one. Now, when you get ready to order a Scuf controller on their website or whatever, you get to pick whichever, you know, image you want on there. There's several to choose from, or you can do solid colors. The one I have with the skulls on here is called the Grim Reaper. I also chose the blacked out buttons, and when you're customizing those, you can choose what color buttons you want, what color sticks you want, if you want just the black ones or you want white ones. So there's quite a few different options you can pick from on there. But there's some really cool stuff about the Scuf controller that most people already know, but if you don't, you know, I'm going to actually tell you. Now, when you first get your Scuf controller, they're going to send it in this nifty little zippered case here. It has its own little holding case just in case you want to use that. But something else that you can do when you're ordering these is you can customize how you want the sticks on here. So if you notice, my aim stick right here is domed instead of concave like on here. Now this one looks a little bit bigger and it's kind of higher up and wider and everything because I have a control freak on it, the close quarters one. But if you look at it compared to like an older controller, you see they're both concave. They kind of slope inwards instead of like it is on this one, my Scuf controller, domed. To me, it just feels like I have more control over it that way. It's just a personal feeling. And when I ordered mine, I got the aim stick domed, and this one's concave, and I just put my control freak on there. Now, the next thing about the Scuf controllers that's really cool, and is one of their big selling points or whatever, is that the tops on the triggers up here, you have these little trigger stops, these little like screws basically that screw into them. What it does is it makes it so that you don't have to push the trigger as far down before it stops. I mean, if you look at a normal controller or whatever and you push so you can go all the way down, you have no idea where it's at. But when you're using these controllers, when you start using it, you have a little Allen wrench to use to tighten right here, and it controls how high the actual trigger is. And you just try and find that sweet spot basically so that you only just barely have to push it. You know, like see my aim stick, just barely have to go down, and that'll bring the scope up. Yeah, a lot of people say, oh, that's cheap, that's cheating. But it's a legit controller. I mean, it's MLG approved if you're cared about, you know, doing it the right way. Even Vaughn uses them. I know he's probably got a drawer full of them, but pretty much any big YouTuber that plays Call of Duty uses a Scuf controller, including me now. Not that I'm a big YouTuber, but something else about this is, when you order them, you see these little paddle buttons back here. Now, default when you're ordering those or whatever, it replaces the B and the A buttons right here. It replaces these two. Like on mine, I click this one over here, my guy's going to jump. I click the one on this side, he's going to crouch or go prone and decide if I hold it. But when you're customizing them on their website, you can pick whatever you want it to do. Now, you know, a lot of people may do it so that it is the right thumbs or the R3 button. You click the thumbstick in or whatever does that, so you kind of have your panic knife button back here. Well, I wanted to have mine on the actual buttons themselves, which I recommend as well. That way, if you're doing a different game, a different control layout, you still have A and B as an additional control option back here, so it's kind of cool. But anyway, all their website stuff is right down there in the video description, so go check it out. We completely customize them. Like I said, they're a little bit pricey compared to like just buying a default controller or whatever, but they are really good controllers. I mean, they're built well. They got good grips and stuff around the corners and stuff here, so you can hang on to them. And you know, they have the new feature that Microsoft introduced and stuff where you can change the D-pad so it's not so, see, it's kind of in on the control a little bit, and then you rotate it back the other direction, and now it kind of sticks out a little bit more. So if you're playing a fighting game, you have those little angles you need to hit, you can access a little bit better. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a great controller. Like I said, I really enjoy using it. Now, I'll tell you something honestly, getting used to having these back here is a pain in the ass. Man, because you know, when I hold a controller, I hold it like this. My fingers are here automatically, which is great once I get used to it, which I'm still getting used to it. But there's been a lot of times when I'm, you know, in a panic situation or whatever, and you know, catch myself jump or drop shot. Great when it works out in my favor, but when it doesn't, it's kind of like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. So anyway, so all I wanted to do was just tell you guys a little bit about the controller. You know, if you have the funds and you can get one, I do recommend them. They are pretty good controllers. If you have any questions about the controller specifically, you can ask me in the comments below. If anything really technical about the design of it or something, I don't know, you have to contact the control company itself. But meantime, Scuf Controlling, give it a big thumbs up. You guys go check them out. Thank y'all for your time. Y'all have a good one.